he do it? Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Won't he do it? Wow. 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 Will he do it? Won't he do it? Will he do it? Will he? Won't he? Will he? Welcome to the Dunn and Our Show. How y'all doing today? Today. Chris, look, we kind of matching. Look.
A little bit.
A little bit. Just a little bit. Finally get together on this to do a podcast show. We've been so busy.
Left me out last night.
You left yourself out. You had errands to run, remember? Y'all don't understand the internal laughter jokes.
Okay.
If y'all only knew. If you only knew. If y'all only knew. Hey, before we get the show started, remember we yesterday we came up with our own song, and you started saying
that was not yesterday, that was this morning.
No, that was yesterday. Came up with our own song. I was on my way home, and I said what I was finna do and fixing to do. And what was the hook?
Oh my gosh, I don't remember because we came up with the song this morning too.
Finna fixing. Oh, it was another one. What I said at the end. Finna fixing.
About.
No. I wasn't about to do. It was something. Nincompoop. Finna fixing nincompoop.
Oh.
Finna fixing nincompoop.
Oh,
so we were talking yesterday like people can come up with any kind of song. This is just a sidebar before we get into the show. Tap in, tap out. But we came up with a song. And we was like, man, you know our song. She said, man, I can't stand that song. But then they say, no, you sing that song. So I'm about to do a song for y'all. I'm not gonna do a song. I'm just gonna do a hook. So, and to start off, like Chris and I were talking, and I said, well, I'm fixing to do this, and I said, what you finna do? She's like, I remember when I was in school, how the teachers like, you cannot say that,
right.
And they'll call you like a nincompoop. We were like, I was like, ooh, that's like a song. Finna fix a nincompoop. Finna fix a nincompoop. Finna fix a nincompoop. Then I said, you laughing? I said, but it'll be a crazy song come out and they say, you got Jay-Z on it. Come on, finna fix a nincompoop.
Why you gotta have the
what you gonna do? Coming through your window.
Stop.
And JG comes, young. Finna fix a nincompoop. It come through one of his lyrics.
Stop.
And little baby joined in.
Are you an addict, people?
Yeah. And then they say, like, oh man, that's a song of the year. Finna fix a nincompoop. Finna fix a nincompoop. What you really do? It's clean. I gotta keep the clean version.
Stop.
Finna fix a nincompoop. So I want y'all to be singing a song today. I'm gonna put it in your head. Finna fix a nincompoop. Finna fix a nincompoop.
I am like, where the hell did that come from?
Finna fixin' nincompoop. What is a nincompoop?
Yeah.
That's actually, I think, is a word. Finna fixin' nincompoop. Finna fixin' nincompoop.
Britt said, book some studio time. No.
Hey, I'm serious. I'm on. You know what? Let me quit talking for somebody try to steal my song and they say no.
Well, you have it recorded, so.
Y'all, I ain't gonna give y'all all my stuff. Put all my hot fire out there, my hot fire, like Dylon. Is that Dylon? Remember that? You remember Dylon?
No.
Remember Bad Boy? Remember when Puffy had them dudes going down the street to go get him cheesecake at 2 o'clock in the morning?
I remember movies like that.
That wasn't a movie, that was a show.
Oh.
You don't remember that?
Definitely don't remember that.
They were trying to get on the record label.
No.
And one of the artists was Chopper. And he was from New Orleans. It was
okay, so I don't know why Katie does this, but I do not remember shows or movies like that.
No. This was during like the beginning of reality shows, like when you had it was like during the era when they had like cribs.
Babe.
During that time.
Okay, great.
But you don't remember that?
I don't.
Man, I don't know. Man,
Say it.
You grew up on the west side.
Say
Why you
it.
act like you don't know?
Say it.
You You one of them people that be bougie, but you grew up on the west side. How you west side bougie?
What?
West side bougie. We got them. And I married her. West side bougie. I don't know what that is. What is that? I really don't know.
Watch certain shows. Certain shows I did not.
I was too busy watching Color Purple, Charlotte's Web, and I was watching.
I love Charlotte's Web.
I was watching. What's the other show I was watching?
Got jokes this morning.
Yeah, I was watching those shows. You were watching all the ghetto shows.
Somebody said it's called Making the Band.
Okay. Making the Band.
Okay.
That's what it was. Okay. Making the Band.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Now you remember it?
Yeah.
She was watching. She was sneaking and watching Making the Band. She said, yeah.
Like you start naming people, and I'm like, I don't know what you talking about.
Making the Band. Right. That's what it was.
Thank y'all, cause
Making the Band. So anyway, he had him going to get like cheesecake and stuff like that, like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Remember this? This is like how many years ago?
It was a long time ago, but it's irrelevant. Do you remember where you were when 9/11 hit? All right, it's episodic, memory.
Kevin, come on, so you can get to.
I'm coming with it. Tap in, tap out. I'm getting there. But this is, oh my.
Tapping out.
You ain't tapping nothing.
I'm tapping out.
I'm tapping.
Come on, no.
Tap that. Face a nickel.
This is what happens when you have.
All right, so hold on.
You are rested and you had coffee. I'm confused.
I know because I'm about to start my day. But check this out. So talking about the Making of the Band, then talking about Puffy, but this is like kind of like segue. We're gonna get to tap in, tap out, but we gotta have a comical moment. So talking about Puffy, a lot of stuff come out about Puffy about his gay tendencies. I'm serious. And really, it's like the power of money. Think about it. Like, Puffy got these dudes going out at 2, 3 in the morning going to get some cheesecake. It's like, really? Is that what it is about being on your record label?
Siri about to start talking.
I don't know. Siri better get some Pornhub or something up. I don't know. Because I'm talking about, I'm about to get into it, Puffy. So they bumped into Puffy. Listen, a lot of people been saying this for a long time. That, they bumped into Puffy having sex with other men, getting oral sex, receiving oral sex. And you know what? When you think about it, Puffy has not even really denied it. Puffy is actually...
He hasn't even entertained it, has he?
The hell he hasn't? Go look at his interviews. Puffy talked about calling me daddy and all this other stuff. Yeah. He ain't been direct, but he's been very indirect about it. Think about it. It's like the power of money that you can get other people to do. Really loud. Probably because I'm just like really loud.
Don't be that loud.
Well, I'm not gonna be soft. Don't get me into that's a whole nother conversation. Whether you want a hard man or a soft man, in a way. So, in a way, you're gonna make me jump off topic. So yeah. So it's coming out about Puffy, and they're talking about it in relation to Will Smith and all of this stuff, like because you got Chris Rock show coming out that came out on Netflix, which is entitled what, baby? What was it entitled? You remember the title?
No, I don't. I never saw the title.
You never saw the title? Selective Outrage. I delayed for a minute because I couldn't remember. I was tapping you to tell me tap. This nigga didn't even tap back. She like, nigga, don't tap me. Tapping the wrong one. We got nobody else to tap. So selective outrage. Mm-hmm. So they talked about what? Never mind. You had a moment.
Yeah.
Was it selective outrage? Mm-hmm.
Not on my behalf, but other people have selective outrage.
Who?
Delayed as fuck outrage.
Selective outrage.
This may not be the show.
Okay, that's gonna be a whole nother show. You gotta say that. She coming with some juicy.
Well, I mean, we're talking about tapping in and tapping out.
We ain't got to tap in and tap out yet. We going to the segue, the transition. We talking about Puffy in his stuff. So, but we're talking about the power of money. When people got money like that, it's like they exercise dominion and power over individuals because they can. Conversation came out about Puffy and Christopher Washington. I think he was a music artist at the time, R&B. And that a lot of assistants and stuff were told, hey, hold this door, don't let nobody come in, da da da. Some of them just came in just unsuspectingly and called, Puffy getting hit from a guy. So it was like, geez. But Puffy strikes me as one of those individuals that
he's that powerful.
Yeah, that power.
Somebody said they said that about Will for years too.
Yeah, same thing about Will. Because think about it. August Alsina actually stated that he and Will had a conversation about this before all this stuff came out, and Will Smith gave him his blessings. The thing about it is, I don't understand it, and this we get to the selective outrage when you talk about it. They actually, we know for a long time, and it's already been stated that Will and Jada had an open marriage. It was kind of like the thing. So what point to where it become like, oh, it's closed, you do this, you doing this now? But come on now.
I think it became a problem when it was put out on the forefront.
But why in the hell?
As it was going on, like if we've had this conversation,
it's crazy as hell. You might put me out there like that.
There's this conversation that we've had, and that's behind closed doors. But once it was taken outside,
but Jada took it outside. Jada took the whole everything outside.
August say something before Jada, because he was like going through this kumbaya moment.
Well, August was going through some things. His brother had been killed and everything. He was going through like an emotional moment. Relational, yeah. But it wasn't like, hey, August, this is our secret, and we're gonna hold this forever.
We don't know that.
It was already out. No, it was established. It was established. Come on now, that was already established. This was not no secrecy affair type deal. It wasn't one of those things that was all out in the public. Hey, we going out to the Grammys and stuff together. Well, hold on.
Didn't they go out?
They actually did go out publicly. Wow. They actually did go out publicly together, but we weren't putting the pieces of the puzzle together.
That's right. Erica said it. She said August said it first. And
yeah.
I think that's what happened, because see, even if Jada and August went out, you could say different little stuff about that, because this is a friend of their children. So you could say, hey, it was something different. It's not what y'all think, like they do all the time. And it would have been whatever.
Man, hell, no. We're not. I'm not even going with that blessing. No.
He said something. He said it first. So with him saying it first, now they really got to clear the air and go ahead and get this out here. I think that's what pissed Will off.
Oh, wait. You think Jada was trying to get ahead of it?
Yeah.
I don't think she was trying to get ahead. Well,
yeah.
Jada took advantage of it.
Yeah.
Sometimes you call yourself getting ahead of stuff and you really just need to tap out. Ooh. See how I got in there? You like that segue, do you? You like that. We call ourselves, getting ahead of stuff, and and you call yourself tapping in, but some stuff you just need to tap out and just ignore. If it wasn't meant to blow up and if it wasn't meant to go all extreme, why would we tap in? Why would we make it a big issue? Why bring it to the red table? Now, we've had issues. Other people have had issues. Other people's relationships have issues. Have you ever seen Denzel and his wife say, hey, yo, we're going to bring all our stuff to the table? Right or wrong? I think that's relationship suicide. Is it not?
Yeah.
I can't hear you, baby.
Yes. You're loud. Like, it's like messing with my ears. I don't know.
Well, I'm just talking so people can hear me. You want me to be quiet?
No.
I'm going to be a soft man for you. What you want me to be a soft man?
Disrespectful.
You want me to be a soft man for you? Talk softly. Y'all see the look she gave me? I'm glad people can see the look. Give me that look. Anyway, but seriously. So why would we put it on the forefront? Why would we? I think it's dumb.
Here's the thing. I think when people put things out that have happened in their relationship on the forefront, first, it's a way to do that. The way that was done was, oh my God, that was wrong. It was embarrassing. You could see the embarrassment, you could see the hurt, you could see the pain, you see all those emotions through Will.
Yeah, Will was hurt.
But it's a way, and when people
put co-sign on his wife being able to do that
relationship stuff out, things that have happened in their relationship, when they put that out, I think it's sometimes to help someone else that's going through, or it's like, hey, we're here and we're not perfect, and this is what happens. Like, at the end of the day, yeah, we're celebrities and we're put on this pedestal, but we're still human. Like, we have fuck ups.
Okay, so are you saying that this was possible to put it out for a moment of testimony? Oh, no, I ain't gonna call it a testimony, because that wasn't it. You think it was put out for a moment of therapy for others that went through that? I don't think so.
No, I wasn't saying.
I think it was put out there for public consumption for clickbait and for likes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not saying that it was for them, that's the reason why they did it. I said just people in general with relationships, that, because you said we go through stuff and we don't put it out. So, or Denzel and stuff like that. So I think for certain people in their relationships, they bring things out to the forefront and have the open discussion about it so it can help the next person. And it lets people know that, hey, this is not a perfect marriage. You see what's on the outside, but there are things that go on in the inside. I remember telling someone years ago that came to our home, and I think it had just been rebuilt from the fire. And they were standing out. We were standing outside in the street talking. They were getting ready to leave. We were talking, and they just stood back and looked, and they were talking about the house and this, that, and the third. And this is no, good to the, punch to the stomach on us. But I told them, I said, stop looking at the well manicured yard and not knowing what goes on in the inside. And that's with the relationship as well. Stop looking at.
Well, let me fix that up a little bit. It almost makes it seem like it's like
domestic violence.
Yeah, it's like crazy.
No,
let me fix
it's
that.
Just.
Let me chime in. It's almost like don't just look at the house and look at the manicure lawn or whatever and not realize what did it take to make it green, to make it lush. Right. Not literally, but figuratively. Right. The work that was put in for it to be what it is, so a relationship to be what it is. I think a lot of people get into relationships and they thinking like their relationship is going to. It's like, oh, if this right here, if this person do this, and then I'm done. Well, what if God did that with you? All the times that you done fucked up. I mean, that's just being real. Mm-hmm. So all the times that you've done wrong by him, what if he let you go? And we do that with. Now, I'm not saying that the person put the gun in your head and threatened to kill you and been beating you up. Like, all right, that's different. But I'm talking about you have misunderstandings, or they did something that you did not like. They did something that you believed that was against you, and they apologize, and they're sincere about it, and they're really wanting to change their ways. But then you just like, well, I'm done with you. But what about when you make the mistakes? What about when you're not perfect? So what about those people that just say, I'm just gone? Gone? Where you gonna go to? You gonna start all over again? Like, we think that the grass is gonna be green if we go over here to the other side? Like, it took a while for that grass to be green. It's like we just want the green, but we don't want the work. We don't want we don't want the rain. We want all sun. But if that grass had all sun, it'll be burned. It'll be burned. So it took rain to make that lawn be what it is. It took some storms. It took pollen. It took some bad days, but it was a mixture of the bad days and the good days that allowed that lawn to look so fresh and lush. You could not have just one side of it allowing it to grow and to cultivate, because it takes more to actually cultivate that lawn. It takes a multitude of ingredients. It takes a multitude of fertilizers in order to allow it to reach its full, true, lush potential. Not just one thing.
God forgives, I don't, just playing. But yeah, nobody is perfect, and that's true. Forgiveness is it's hard. But in time and over time, I've learned that forgiveness is not for the person that hurt you or did you wrong. Forgiveness is actually for you, because if you realize, once you actually have forgiven, then it takes this weight off of you. Those emotions that you had they don't have this stronghold on you.
That's an action.
but
that's an action.
It's hard. Forgiveness is hard.
That's an action, and it's bigger than words, you know. And when I say it's action, it's an action more than just me saying it. That's a transition, and you can't really forgive somebody just by saying about words. It's an action, but you can't force somebody's mind, body, and spirit to forgive, per se. And then you have to define forgive. You know, is it saying, hey, you know, I forgive you for this, but I'm not gonna forget? Is that partial forgiveness? You know, saying, well, I'm not gonna forget. Nobody's asking you to forget, but are you asking me to look past this? You know, it's almost like that forgiveness word really needs to be defined, you know, so people really understand. And everybody has a different definition of forgiveness. I know people that have been married 2 and 3 times, and I'm wondering, like, do people that have been married 2 and 3 times? I'm not talking about to that same partner, because I know we got Erica that's married the same man twice.
An anomaly.
That's an anomaly. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people that have married 3 different individuals, and you're in the third one. Do you actually go look back at your first and your second marriage with those 2 different individuals and say, damn, maybe I could have worked that out? You know, where you were so quick to just really run away and say, hey, that's I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, Chris, like, you think about us 20 something years and all the ups and downs we went through. Now, not because we're on the show, but truth be told, I mean, have we not had more highs and lows?
I really didn't know.
Oh Lord, you thought I was just about to. You thought you on edge.
I didn't know.
Y'all don't understand. Her knee is like tapping on my knee. It's like a springboard right now. As soon as I said, let me just put this out, her knee stopped. It's a big pause. She was like, "What the fuck you about to say?" So, but still, you know, 20 plus years. I think you and I both would agree that we've had way more highs and lows, but for some reason, it's just them lows that take you down through there, and they get magnified, and we as individuals allow the lows to really take over all the highs, you know, because it has to be a balance. Like I told you, we just said about the sunshine and the rain and the fertilizers that's necessary in order to make the grass be green. It has to be a balance.
Yeah.
You know, it has to. Now, come on, let's be real. Now, if and be honest with me, Chris. I mean, we on the radio, true, but be honest with me. If I were always perfect, I hear myself. If I were always just the same individual, like I've never made mistakes, never made any errors, or, you know, he always does everything right. Would you appreciate me?
That person doesn't exist. First,
they do exist on different sheets of paper. But that paper includes fabrication.
They don't exist.
I mean, but hear me out.
That's a lie.
That paper, okay. People like that they live lies. They live lies. But with that being said, you know, if I were to always say everything right, and if I were to always do everything right, that bar gets higher and higher and higher and higher. Of always saying and doing everything right. So at some point, it's not intentional, the bar gets slapped back down again. And that's like when people argue and they have disagreements. But then they get back together, but it's like a teaching moment, a learning moment for both of them. And it's like, you know what, I really love and appreciate you, you know. Thank you for sticking with me. And it kind of goes both ways. Iron sharpens iron. You know, you really have to be there to enhance one another. But you really gotta just understand that, first, nobody's perfect. Second, that you are no better than anybody else. You are not invisible from error nor fault. And you have to give people the same unconditional love that you're wanting to receive back. Now, that being said, you gave me that look, and I'm gonna go ahead and speak on it. Because you gave me that look. Now, with that being said, Jesus.
Let him use you.
Okay, let me put it the best way. You know, there's a lot of things I said that if such and such happened, I'm done. And then those things happen, right?
Right.
And I did totally the opposite in it. Mm-hmm. I think that's a bunch of bull. How we be like, rah, 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 I'm gonna do that. And then when it happens, it really tests your love. If you really love somebody, you'll work through the bull and you'll try to correct it. Mm-hmm. We're so quick to say, oh, I ain't gonna never do this. I ain't gonna shit. Get married. All the stuff you said you'll never do, you end up actually doing. And if you're equally yoked and you're compatible, it ends up being, for the better and not for the worse. And you don't have to judge your relationship. Don't open yourself up for judgment for others, because everybody's not going to understand your relationship. And why are you putting it out there for public consumption for people to judge you? Because they're going to say, well, you let him do this, you let her do that. Who gives a flying fuck of a shit? And I said it. Quit allowing people to come into your shit and telling you how to run your shit. Y'all run your shit how you run your shit. Your relationship is your relationship. So quit allowing people to come into your space and tell you how it should be ran. That's the problem. Y'all put everything out there and y'all and you let people advise you on your stuff. No, don't let everybody advise you on your status unless they know enough and they can give you some positive information on your status. Otherwise, you putting your stuff out there for somebody to consume, and they sitting around here just don't know any better.
Yeah, that's when you're because I personally had a circle check. I don't even want to say it was a circle, but I had people in my life that meant me no good. People in my life that were with the bullshit.
Y'all woman the worst. I'm sorry.
So, I had to do a circle check. So it was people that I had to just delete from my life. And I did that. But you have to I have a very, very tight knit, circle now. And so you have to have that and know who you can talk to and give that information to, and then not come back and slap you in the face. Or what you has been. Yeah, I don't have the friends and sisters and brothers that I have now. There's no judgment, and there are conversations because we all are going through something. So, that's like I said, that's when you do that circle check, and you have to know who's in that circle that's gonna hold you up, and even hold you accountable for your bullshit. So
yeah, a real friend's gonna hold you truly accountable.
Yeah,
I mean they really are.
Yeah,
and fuck these shallow people. I mean, right now I'm being very harsh with my words, but fuck these shallow people that want to come in and try to tell you about yourself, and they just as fucked up as ever. You really have to just be careful about the people you associate yourself with, and they'll sit here and they'll be all riding on your damn dick the whole at the very beginning. And I'm sorry. It's just I got some shit on my chest today. I'm sorry. And I'm being real. But you got people that are ride your coattail, or all while you're on top, all while you're on this. When shit really hit the fan, these damn people gone. Because a lot of people are there around you so they can benefit. But the moment that there's nothing for them to benefit from, they're gone. Okay?
They betray.
Yeah. They portray to be your friends. They portray to be your supporters, and they're not any of the above. And that's just one of those things that literally just drives me damn crazy, and it drives me insane. And we can go all the way into just homegrown people that are here within the state of Alabama. We can take this even beyond relationships. How Alabama and how other cities and other other states even want to claim individuals like, they came from here, they came there. You motherfucker, you didn't do shit to support that joker when he was trying to come up through the damn mud. You was right here supporting these other people that was already on top. But the moment they come and they're shining, you want to claim, that's mine, that's my baby. Man, fuck you. You was a deadbeat damn daddy the whole goddamn time, and now you want to come around here and you want to claim, whatever it is that you want to claim. You want to claim my product. You want to claim my success. Now you want to claim that that we're together and I've been knowing him and her for so long. You ain't know shit because you weren't even there. You weren't even supporting. You was telling me my prices was too high. You was telling me, I don't know, I go to somebody else's. Fuck that. Go to them, go to that person, and don't come to me.
I don't even know what to say.
I'm just being real. People love, they want to sit here and claim you and claim, what you've done and how you did this and all this stuff, all this miraculous things, but they didn't support you the whole time.
Yeah.
They told you was dumb. They told you were ignorant. They told you were this and then we can go back and take that even back to relationships. How people will really sit around and they will act tell you, oh girl, again, y'all girls the worst. Your females the worst. Y'all got girlfriends around here. Oh girl, I'm so supportive of you. Da da da. And the whole time they room for your whole damn shit to damn be a debacle and fall down.
That's the difference, and that's when you have to know that's not your girlfriend. That's not. Like I said again, I had to do a circle check. The circle that I have now, I don't have that in my circle because I did used to have people that say, oh, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Your price is too high. Nobody will ever come to you. This will never get taken. This will never, leave where it's at. It's going to stay right there. And you may have to switch back to what they wanted me to stay where I was.
Exactly. They didn't
want me to elevate, and they wanted me to stay right where I was because if I elevated, they told me that people may not take to it. People, they'll go to the next person because you changed up something.
I tell them go.
I was like, well, if that's the case, if they're going to go, if my prices are too high, and it's not me being arrogant, but if my prices are too high, I may not be the person for you. There may be someone that can give it to you.
I made this post the other day. Quit doing shit and expecting everybody's validation. Quit waiting for people to validate your work. Quit waiting on people to validate your effort. You know that you are good at what you do. You keep pushing. Why are we looking for other people to validate what we have, validate what we got? The same thing happened over there at the Oscars, and it was Angela Bassett and Jamie Lee Curtis. Jamie Lee Curtis is an excellent actor. We can go all the way back into Terminator days and everything else. She's been around a little bit, great bit of time. So has Angela Bassett. But why are we looking for other people's award ceremonies to really tell us how great we are? Angela Bassett is a phenomenal actor. She's a phenomenal black woman. She is a phenomenal, beautiful black woman. She is a phenomenal woman that has aged so gracefully. She is a phenomenal woman that carries herself at a certain status, and it's just the way she talks with people and the way that she comes off. Everything about Angela Bassett rocks, and we've been loving Angela Bassett for a long, long time. Why us as black folks mad at the white folks if they don't validate Angela Bassett? Come again? Last time I checked, the Oscars or whatever is a predominantly white show. It's run by predominantly white individuals. Okay, that's their show. That's cool. But we don't expect white folks to understand black culture. Just like black folks, we don't. Certain things in white culture we don't understand.
Let me pause you for a minute. Trying to read some of the comments. Deshauna said that it's not just females though, KD. Guys are bad too, trust me. And they are, and we've seen that with you campaigning and stuff.
Man, these fake Negroes out here
say they're gonna help. Just let me know if you need anything, and then when that time comes.
See, one thing about me on this political stuff, I'll run it as long as God want me to be there. Otherwise, we got people that do this stuff here, and they literally are like they come around and actually you can hear it actually in their tone. And I'm not trying to mock a certain individual. I'm just talking about I'm talking about collectively. It's like and always and we down the line like it's like the smile. The smile is like a Lee press on nails. It's like they pressed on that smile. They pressed all that on, and it's so fake. And then when they leave from that camera, they crooked and dirty as hell. And them that's the most gangster shit I've ever seen before in my life is being in politics.
Yeah, it's very
it's super gangster.
Very.
But it's only so much of that stuff that I can take because I have to remind some of these folks at the end of the day, I'm a real dude straight out of Bessemer. Houston Drive, Brewerfield area, and down the street from Bowling Alley. And listen, we roll differently, and I've come so far, and I have to remind myself that I don't need to go back to the old ways, the old Bessemer me, the old version of me. Not to say I can't because I very well can, but it's like this is still stand on top and tap in, tap out. Man, you can't let certain people pull certain ways out of you that you believe that's going to be, especially when not only you believe that that's going to be detrimental to your future. Ooh. Everything that you work for, you can allow them to take you through the gutter because they're already at the gutter. You already at the mountaintop, but for some reason they feel like they can coach you down to the gutter. But for that moment in time, you talking that gutter talk, and you're gonna end up back down in the gutter with them. And then meanwhile, they're gonna rise back through the clouds and back on your mountaintop that you once had because now they've learned how to take you off your game. They've learned you become comfortable, you become complacent, you become content, you almost became damn near arrogant. But the thing about it is you cannot allow people to bring you down to their level of ignorance because meanwhile the headline is going to read much bigger with your name on it versus theirs. So you have much more to lose than them. They've been all around a display of ignorance. Meanwhile, you displayed class. You've really proven yourself. For that moment, it may seem great for those first few seconds, but then the rest of eternity or the rest of the next few days or the next few months or the next few years, you have to live through the poor decision that you made because a person made you jump out of your character and out of your zone.
Sometimes you have to let people know. Yes, I'm on the mountaintop, and yes, I'm here, and yes, this is my position, but don't fuck with me. Don't take my kindness for weakness. Here's my big saying is, don't come for me if I ain't sinful. Just don't. Because you see the pretty face, you see the smile, you see the business, you see this, that, and the third. Don't come for me if I ain't sin for you. Because my biggest thing is I don't bother nobody. So sometimes you have to.
I ain't saying don't send no reminders out. You send some notices out to let them know their capabilities. Now, I ain't saying don't send no notices out.
Some people, for some reason, think they're untouchable.
Certain people, no, I don't think they did. I think certain people just need to have a notice to be sent out to them to remind them of what can come their way if they decide. Now, meanwhile, you shouldn't be paying attention to all the other little clowns that's out there that just sitting out there barking. They out there barking like the little house dog that we call them like the doorbell dog. Hell, just let them sit there and bark. They're the doorbell dog. See, the thing about me, when it comes to really, if somebody really tests my gangster and really make me come out there, I'm not shooting shots in a reckless manner. I'm one shot, one kill. I make sure that my shot hits the intended target. I'm not going to be out here just sending shots out just randomly. I need them to hit the person who it is intended for. So That's and that goes with words and everything else. Sometimes we just say, I'm just gonna let it off. Y'all like the Glock with the damn y'all around here with the Glock with the clip on there.
Talk,
you know,
all that mouth.
Y'all out here just
what's your purpose?
Letting off, and you ain't hitting out one target.
What's your purpose? You popping off at the mouth. What's your purpose?
Y'all right here letting out multiple shots. Rah, rah. You ain't hitting nothing.
Hit shit.
I ain't hitting nothing. Just letting stuff off. And you just barking, let them know, oh, I got this, I got that. Brah, brah. But you ain't hitting nothing. You ain't hitting nothing. You letting off rapid shots, rapid fire, but ain't hitting out one single target. At one point, you going to make sure that your target, that you hit your target. Quit messing around with folks that ain't worth your that ain't worth your bullets. Ain't worth your ammo. Okay? Ammo expensive. My time is expensive. I ain't finna sit around here and be shooting shots at y'all. I ain't got time for it. I'm out here making some real boss moves. And I'm making some boss moves with the fam. And my time is so precious. And so if I give you my time, then be very appreciative of it, because I had to do something like that the other day. Cut them off. You're out here taking advantage of the access that you have to me, and you want to speak reckless. No, next time I see your number, you're going to be on the list. I'm not even going to block you because I got to keep you active. I'm just going to ignore your call, or I will force you to text message me. I'm not going to have the conversation with you because you prove to be very reckless and misinformed. So yeah. So you gotta protect your space, protect your peace, know when to tap in, and know when to tap out. Everybody's not worth you tapping into, and a lot of people you just gotta tap out. Say, I'm out, deuces. I'm gonna do my thing because you ain't worth my time. Know when to tap in, know when to tap out. Did I miss anything?
You mic drop on it?
No. Did I miss anything? Mic drop. Kind of is what it is. It's man. People do so much to encourage you into their level of ignorance and so much into their level of negativity. Oh, it's just embarrassing.
What's embarrassing? Their level of ignorance or them?
To them.
You. Oh.
You get sucked into the embarrassment when you become a part of the sideshow. I mean, I don't know about nobody else. Hey, I'm not better.
Never the sideshow. I'm always the main event. So again, don't.
Yeah. Don't. Say you wild out today, ain't you? Hey, it's just it's sometimes you gotta have a real talk moments, because a lot of people see me. I can sit here and gift the gab and talk with the best of them, and that's where those degrees and everything else, to the education and everything checks in. But at the end of the day, I'm a real guy. I'm a real genuine guy, and I know it's a whole lot of cats out there that I wish that I can touch. But you know what? Y'all ain't worth the fingernails off my damn hand. Okay, so I'm not gonna even touch you. I'm gonna let other people handle you. But I'm not. You're not gonna get at me. I sit here and smile, because at the end of the day, I can be a bigger smart ass than anybody else out here. I really can. I can let that get up under you so bad, because I'll be the biggest smart ass. I sit here and laugh and smile. You be like, why is he smiling? Why is he laughing? Because I can. Because you don't get to me. I go with that hit dog hollering rule. I sit in here and I just put stuff out there just to be saying whatever it is that need to be said. And I never mention a name or anything like that. But that goddamn dog be that dog he started hollering. We was like, hey, Fido, we didn't even address you. Bruno. Bruno, nobody call your name, sir. Go back in the corner, Bruno. Go back in the cage. Go back in the cage, Bruno. Roxy. What you doing, little Roxy? Nobody even said your name.
That's our grandpup.
Go back into the cage. Nobody even called you. But you coming out here just hit dog, hollering. Yeah. Man,
you stop talking about something, and I'm gonna roll it back or run it back.
go ahead, run it back.
We were talking about forgiveness, and how you want that person to give you that same unconditional love and that same forgiveness and that same understanding. And I looked at you. What was that thought? Because that thought went away because you went to talking about something else. Because
I don't know, my mind sidetracks. You're right.
Yeah.
Ask me a specific question at a time, like you want me to remember.
You're supposed to.
I'm sidetracked Joe over here. What you talking about?
No, you're supposed to stay on track.
No.
But I it's so hypocritical. Relationships are very hypocritical.
You talking about as far as what we say we're gonna do, but then we actually get into the situation, we don't do it.
Yeah.
Shit, that's life.
Yeah.
And you know what? Not only is it life, is love.
I always call it giving grace.
Yeah.
I ask
That's a good word
for
it.
or I ask the question, would you give me the same grace that I give you?
You know what? And you and I both know how that goes, and I think I've already proven, like, with you, I talk mad trash. But then some stuff really hit the fan. Where am I? Right there. Ain't it? I don't know. I think it's a defense mechanism. Really for a person, like, encourage them to not do X, Y, Z. Because there's only so much the individual can take. Mm-hmm. Honestly, there's only so much. And I ain't nobody's fool. I ain't nobody's idiot. I ain't letting nobody sit around here and play with me. I can love you, but I can love you from a distance as well. And I'm not saying you as an individual. I'm just talking about people, in general.
Because I was just about to say that was a hypocritical statement.
No.
If it confused me, I'm pretty sure it confused others.
That's why I cleared it up, didn't I? I'm not saying it against you. Mm-hmm. That's a general statement. Some people, you can love from a distance. That would be saying like we not together no more, right? No, man, please. We ride or die. We ain't gonna say that bullshit like Jada said to we ride together, we die together. Bad marriage for life. You're damn lie. We ain't got no bad marriage. I thought that was the most ignorant thing. They said that at the red table. Oh. They said we ride together. Now you go back and look at the video. Will eyes, bloodshot red, because he had already been crying, and it was like that was a cover up defense mechanism. There, we ride together, we die together. Bad marriage for life. And they like laughing. I'm like, no. Ooh, that shit's like the highest level of toxicity I've ever seen before in my life. Bad marriage. Maybe y'all just try to run with the moment, a cliche moment of saying certain things, but bad marriage. So y'all admitted that y'all got a bad marriage. You could have said ride together, die together. It's our marriage and we in it for life.
Oh, look at you.
Oh, that's what we gonna do a high five. That's what we gonna high five on. We gonna high five on that one. Because the thing about it is that we always gonna ride for one another. And no matter what, people try crazy stuff that they gonna create wedges and dissension and everything. Is that Peabody? Is that beer?
Oh, that's beer.
Oh, sorry, y'all. We get business text messages, business phone call. I had a counselor call me 4 different times. Like, you don't know I'm on a podcast show. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get to you, sir. Just leave me a voicemail. So, but anyway, babe, you got anything? I don't want to go too much over our time. We about to hit our mark. So I want you to just kind of give something close. I mean, whatever you want to say.
Whatever's on my heart.
Do you need a disclaimer or something? I don't know.
You want to fight?
You keep talking about you want to fight me. You want to fight?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to get some boxing gloves on.
I told you that already.
I'm going to give you a boxing.
I need gloves and a bag.
Okay. So I'm going to give you a punching bag. I'm going to put me on it. When you mad at me, ooh. And you can kick that because it ain't fair. You talking about hitting me. It's going to be a knee-jerk reaction and I'm going to feel bad. See? Violence. Violence.
Ain't no violence. We want to fight.
Negro, that's the epitome of violence. What are you talking about? Anyway, go to your closing words.
I don't have any. I want y'all to have a beautiful day today. It's cold. But I want y'all to have a great day. Tap in and tap out where need be, where it fits. Like I said before, don't come for me if I ain't sent for you. Okay? But as Auntie Tabitha Brown says, y'all go on and have a good day. And if you ain't having a good day, don't go and mess up nobody else's day because your day fucked up. She don't say it like that, but that's just my version. But don't mess up nobody's day because you having a bad day.
Real talk.
Shauna says she'll fight. I don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's my circle. Our hands don't ever have to get dirty.
Yeah. So we get just because we put down our weapons don't mean the people around us they drop theirs.
Exactly.
They got the ammo, they got the ammunition, and they ain't got nothing to lose. Okay.
Exactly.
They still around us. So please believe that part. Okay. That part. Period. Listen, y'all, this has been another wonderful episode of the Dunn It All show, man. I'm so grateful and thankful for my lovely co-host, lovely wife, Crystal Dunn.
Trying to get
on the ones and twos.
Trying to get brownie points.
Tap in, tap out. What you really want to do. Make your next move the best move. Done it all. Tap in, tap out, tap in, tap out, tap in, tap out.